Hello and welcome back to Lotto for Fun, where we play the lotto for fun while increasing the odds of winning. So, wrapping up with Pick 3 Midday as of January 12th. Wanted to go over a few states. We're going to go over Maryland, Michigan, Missouri, New Hampshire, excuse me, and New Jersey. And we're going to see what things are looking like in order to help kind of choose the future picks or plays and in hopes to win. All right, so to get started, let me go over the worksheet that I put together. In the last video, I kind of broke it down, so I'll break it down again just in case you didn't catch the last video. And just to give you a heads up, all of this work is done in Excel first, and then I save it in PDF. But there are a lot of formulas and things that are looked at that kind of pull or give me a results in regards to number of times things are played. Okay. All right. So in the beginning, we're looking at the even odd strategy, which is a popular strategy I like to use, in addition to the high-low strategy. But first, we're going to tackle the even odd strategy for midday only. And that's another thing that I do when I play the lottery. I go midday to midday instead of midday evening, mixing that up. I like to just stick with the same time frame. So it's either evening to evening or midday to midday. All right. So right here, as you know, very self-explanatory. We all know what even numbers are. We all know what odd numbers are. And for the even odd combinations that are often played, there are 6 of them right here, as you can see. All right. And what I like to do is pull the last 20 draws that occurred, the most recent 20 draws. And from there, they're sorted. Again, formulas are done in Excel in the background, and then they spit out the results for me right here. So combinations that have been played that are greater than or equal to or greater than 5 for the last 20 draws. As you can see right here, none have been recently reached that, 5 number that I'm looking for. So I go down to the next most popular number that that shows up for the most popular combination that has been played. And it looks like it's pretty much a 50-50 right here, which is very unusual. I don't see this happening too often, but it looks like even odd even, even odd odd, odd odd odd, odd odd even, all have been played or pulled at least 3 times. These combinations have been played at least 3 times over the last 20 draws, which is really, really, really interesting. So I don't know how you would want to tackle that, which kind of combination you want to select, but you know, 50-50 your chance of getting that number pulled. It's not too bad. And right here, this section right here starts with, so I'm looking at a combination that has either started with an even number or an odd number. Again, we're looking 50-50. The last 20 combinations that were pulled has either 50% of them have either started with an odd number or has started with an even number, which is also very interesting. Times played greater than 5. What this means is I'm looking at the number itself. In any of these combinations, it could be the first number, middle number, last number. I just want to know how many times that number itself has been played throughout the 20 draws. And it looks like the most popular number right here is the number 3. It's been drawn 9 times, as well as the number 9 has been drawn about 8 times, and the least number or less popular number is 6. So you can go either way. You can either go with the most popular number that has been drawn consistently, or what I like to call the hot number, or you can go with the least drawn number, which is the cold number, because cold numbers, even though they're not drawn as often, you know that because they haven't shown up enough that they will eventually soon become a warm or a hot number. So that can also help you determine what numbers or combinations you want to play in the future, waiting on that to finally pop up into the future draws. All right. So the next page for even odd strategy, I just carry forward the same information that has been pulled for the combo, starts with and times played, but the difference is now I'm looking to say, okay, what group of numbers that fits into a specific combination am I interested in playing? So for this example, I went with the first combination in the list that has been, seems to be popular, which is the even odd even combination right here. So for the next 2 to 3 days, for me, I would consider playing these numbers right here. And as you can see, these are just straight numbers, but you can feel free to rearrange them in any kind of order. You can box them if you would like, if you think, if that's how you play. It just depends on your strategy. I'll just say that. My strategy is different from yours, but this is a nice way to kind of narrow down a group of numbers based on even odd combinations to say, hey, I'm going to stick with this number and wait to see when it pulls, in the future draws. All right. So the next strategy is a high-low strategy. Really similar to the even odd strategy. High numbers, obviously 5 through 9 are the high numbers. Low numbers 0 through 4. Okay, and then we have our different high-low combinations right here. There are about 6 of them, so you can play any one of them that you would like. And same method, we're going to look at the last 20 draws, the same last 20 draws, and this time we're going to determine the combinations that have been played often in the high-low strategy. Okay, if it's greater than or equal to 5, but as we can see, we have none. So the next most popular combination that's been pulled is a high-low high, which has been pulled 4 times within the last 20 draws. So it looks like this seems to be a really active, popular combination that's been pulled. And then the least popular is the high, high, high at 1 time it's been drawn, and then the low, low, high, again, 1 time it's been drawn. So think about it. Which way do you want to go? High, the most popular to the least popular combination, within this high-low strategy. And good luck with it, and you'll, hopefully your number will be pulled. I hope so. If it does, if by chance you pick a certain combination based off of this strategy and it works for you, please, please, please leave a comment in the box below. Let me know how it worked out for you. I would love to hear from you. And starts with, so we're looking at combinations that either start with a high number or a low number, and it looks like just by 2 points or 2 times more, it looks like combinations that start with a high number seem to be a little bit more popular than combinations that are starting with a low number. And same thing as above with the even odd strategy. What number, just in general, within any sequence of the last 20 draws, has that number been shown up that is greater than 5? And it looks, again, number 3, 9 times. Then the number 9 has been drawn 8 times, and of course our least active, well, it's active, but it's not as high of a number drawn, which is the number 6. All right, and then the second part to the low high strategy is where we will narrow down and pick a combination that we're going to use. If that's what you would like to go with, you can choose any combination that you would like. But for this example, we're going to go with the high, low, high combination, and here are the numbers that fit within that combination. Straight numbers, as you can see, feel free to change those numbers around. If you would want to go with the strategy for the state of Maryland for the next 2 to 4 draws, and I wish you luck, and I hope that you win. Excuse me. All right, so we're going to speed through the rest of these now that you have an idea of how these numbers are pulled and how they're looked at and analyzed. Excuse me. All right, so the state of Michigan, even odd strategy, the first page. For the last 20 draws, as you can see right here, are listed, and then the combinations that are played that are either equal to or greater than 5. It looks like even odd stands out at 6 times, so this number or combination has been pulled 6 times within the last 20 draws, and the least combination that has been pulled is the even odd even, which has not been pulled at all within the last 20 draws. So there is a possibility that that combination may show up soon in the future. And then it starts with, it looks like even number combinations that start with an even number seem to show up just a little bit more than combinations that are starting with an odd number. And the number that has been, a general number that has been played within the last 20 draws in any order, whether it's the first, middle, or last number. It seems that the number 3 is very high. It's been pulled 9 times. And then the number 0 is also pretty popular. It has been pulled at least 8 times. And the least popular number seems like we kind of have a consistent average, let's say that, for four times, which is the number 1, the number 6, and the number 7. All right, on the second page of the even odd strategy, we're going to go with the even odd strategy if you would like, if this is what you choose to do. And here are the group of combinations that fit into that even odd strategy. Again, you don't have to play them straight. You can play them box or switch them around in any order that you choose. All right, for the high-low strategy for Michigan, same last 20 draws, combinations that have been played either equal to or greater than 5. It seems that we have none that fit into the 5-time pulled range. So we're going to look at the next highest number, which is low, high, but also low, high. Both of those combinations have been pulled at least 4 times within the last 20 draws. And then the least popular combination that has been pulled is high, high, and high, low, which has been pulled at least once within the last 20 draws. And then the combinations that start with either a high number or low number, it seems that combinations starting with a low number seems to be more popular, which has been drawn 14 times more than combinations that start with a high number. And then a number, just a general number that has been played constantly within any combination, looks like the number, again, the number 3, same from the same draws, number 3, 9 times, 0, 8 times. And then again, remember we had 1, 6, and 7, which all has shown up at least 4 times within the last 20 combinations that have been picked. And then the second page of high-low, we're going to look at what combination that we want to give a try for the next 2 to 4 days to play. And we're going to go with, here in this example, low, high. So here are all the combinations that fit into that low, high strategy, high-low strategy. And again, you can switch these up, play them box, play them straight, any kind of order. And if you do, I wish you the best of luck and I hope you win. Now we're on to Missouri. Missouri, even odd strategy. Here we go again, the last 20 draws right here, and all the combinations listed. We're going to see, okay, which combination has been played that's either greater than or equal than 5. And right here, it seems that the odd, even combination seems to be popular. It's been drawn at least 5 times, and the least popular combination is even, odd, even, which has not been pulled at all within the last 20 draws. So let's keep our fingers crossed that actually might pop up sometime soon. If you decide to go with the cold combination strategy, the cold number, or the instead of the hot number, which seems to be the most popular one right here, which is the even, odd, odd. I'm sorry, odd, even. I apologize. All right, and then combinations that start with either an odd number or even an even number or an odd number. I'm getting a little tongue-tied here. Again, it looks like combinations that start with an odd number are 12, have been pulled 12 times versus a combination that starts with an even number 8 times. All right. And then the number, just in general, which number has been pulled the most often in any combination in any order, looks like the number 8 has been shown up at least 11 times, and 3 also is pretty popular, which has been pulled at least 10 times, or the most popular. And the least popular we're looking at seems to be the number 4. So it's shown up at least 2 times. All right, so you got your hot numbers and your cold numbers. You can decide from here which numbers you would like to play the most in hopes to win in future draws. Second page of even odd, let's look at which combination to try out. And it looks like we're going to try out here for this example, the odd, even, even. And here are the group of numbers that you can use. And again, switch them around. You can play them straight, you can play them box. And I hope that you win. All right, next for Missouri is the high-low strategy. Same last 20 draws as we looked at for the even odd strategy. And now combinations for that are either equal to or greater than 5, it looks like the combination of low, high, low has been drawn at least 6 times within the last 20 draws. So that's our hot, popular combination that's been played. And then our least popular combination is the low, low, high, which has not been drawn at all within the last 20 draws. All right. And then numbers that either start or combinations that either start with a high number or low number, almost pretty 50-50, almost 50-50, but the combinations that start with a low number seem to be more popular or has been pulled more, which is 11 times higher. And then again, same thing with the even odd strategy, just a number in general that is pulled more often versus least is again 8 and 3. And then the least popular number that has been pulled within the last 20 draws is the number 4. And then the second page for the high-low strategy, we are looking at the most popular combination that's been played, which is the low, high, low at 6 times within the last 20 draws. So here are the numbers right here that would fit into that strategy right there, that combination right there. And again, you can mix them up in any kind of order and, keep them boxed, keep them straight. But at the end of the day, we want to play for fun and try to increase our odds to win. So I hope you win. All right, next state is New Hampshire. And we are looking again at the even odd strategy first. Last 20 draws right here for New Hampshire. And then the combinations that have been played that are either equal to or greater than 5. We don't see that number, so the next highest combination pulled is even, even, odd at 4 times and odd, odd, even at 4 times. So these two will be the next ones in line that I would possibly play as a hot combination pick. And then the least combinations that were pulled within the last 20 draws are even, odd, odd, and odd, 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 which both have been pulled at least once. Okay. And then numbers or combinations that start with either an even number or an odd number. Again, it looks almost 50-50, but combinations that start with an odd number seem to be just one point up. Then, then combinations that start with an even number. And then overall, just a general number that's been pulled in any combination in any order. Looks like the number 5 seems to be pretty popular, and the number 1, which both these two numbers have been pulled at least 9 times. Even the number 2, I would say, is kind of popular at 8. And then the least popular is the number 9, which has been pulled at least 2 times within any of these combinations. And I would say possibly number 3 is also pretty low, which has been pulled 3 times. All right, the second page of even odd strategy, we are going to look at the first popular combination in the list, which is even, even, odd. So here's the group of numbers that fit within that combination. And again, feel free to play them box or straight. All right, high-low strategy for New Hampshire. Here we go, the same last 20 draws from the even odd strategy that was used. Combinations that have been played that are greater than or equal to number 5. We're looking at high, low, low, which has actually been pulled 5 times within the last 20 draws. And then the least popular combination pulled is the high, 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 which has not shown up in the last 20 draws at all. So that will be our cold combination to consider. And combinations that either start with a high number or low number, 50-50. So they've both been pulled 10 times each. And then same as before, just the number itself in general that has been played within the last 20 draws in any kind of order. As we mentioned before, number 1, number 5 are the highest numbers, or hot numbers, at 9 times. And then our cold number, we're looking at 9 9 and 3, which 9 has been pulled 2 times and 3 has been pulled 3 times. And the second part to high-low strategy, We're going to look again at the high, low, low strategy, which seems to be the most popular combination. And here are the group of numbers that fit into that group. And again, you can play box or straight if you decide to go with these group of numbers, excuse me, within the next 2 to 4 draws. And last but not least, we are looking at the state of New Jersey. Last 20 draws for New Jersey, the even odd strategy right here. And for combinations that have been played that are either equal to or greater than the number 5, it seems that the even odd strategy seems to be the most popular, which has been pulled 5 times, and the least popular is even odd odd, our cold combination, which has not been drawn at all within the last 20 draws. And we're looking at some evenness right here a little bit, but it looks like combinations that start with an even number seem to be 2 points higher, which is at 11. And then, of course, combinations that have been pulled that start with an odd number have been pulled 9 times. And then overall, just a general number that has shown up in any combination in any order. It seems that the number 3 is a popular or a hot number at 11 times pulled. And then our cold numbers, I would say, are 5 and 7, which have been pulled 3 times within the last 20 draws in any kind of order of the combinations that are shown above. And then the second page for our even odd strategy right here, as we mentioned, it looks like the even odd strategy is, or combination, is the most popular. So right here are the numbers that fit into that even odd group. And again, you can play them straight or box if you choose. If you do so, again, I want to mention again, please leave a comment below to see how helpful the strategy might have been for you. If you have even won using this strategy, I hope so. Wish you the best of luck with that. And then last but not least, the high-low strategy for New Jersey. Same last 20 draws. Let's look over here. So the combinations that are either equal to or greater than 5, we have a tie with low, low, high, high, low, high. I'm sorry, low, low, high, and low, high, low. I apologize. With 6 times being pulled within the last 20 draws. And then our code number or code combination is high, low, high, which has not been pulled. Oh, I'm sorry. There's also another one, low, high, high. So these two right here have not been drawn at all within the last 20 draws. So there's a possibility that soon those might be pulled. And then combinations that have started with either a high number or low number, it looks like combinations starting with a low number are more popular, which has been pulled 14 times versus 6. And then same thing, the numbers just in general that have been pulled in any fashion or order is, we're looking again, hot number 3, 11 times. And then our cold numbers, which is a tie at number 5 and 7, which has been pulled the least, which is 3 times. And as we wrap this up, high, low, high, let's look at the group of combination or group numbers that fit within the combination of low, low, high we're going to look at. And it is right here. Now, what's interesting is even if you play low, high, low, it's pretty much the same. You have 2 lows and 1 high. So it just depends on the arrangement of how you change these numbers, these groups of numbers right here. But either way, you know, if you play in box, you'll still win. It'll be a little bit smaller of a win, but you'll still win. But if you're able to play it straight and win, fantastic. Just drop a comment in the box and let me know. All right, so we've wrapped it up. I'll see you soon in the next video for the next group of plays. Again, I wish you the best of luck. Take care. I'm out.